Oh, YouTube, you did it. Good on you. Good on you. So helpful. Maybe it was just yesterday. A lot going on yesterday. So setting your space, 2 blocks, a strap, a blanket, your playlist. And Michelle, Donna, hello loves. Deborah. So yesterday, we didn't have any YouTube. And so I just had to record it and then post it up afterwards. My apologies if you were waiting for the YouTube to show up. So whenever there is no signal from me, you can know that I'm absolutely practicing, that I will do my utmost to get it to you as soon as possible and hop onto the other platform if needed, so that you have this option of Facebook or YouTube. And I know some folks don't want to be on Facebook, and I think that's spectacular and very wise. But it is there if you need it. So we're asked in this moment, this incredible void, that we wait. And we're waiting for an answer. We're waiting from the election, perhaps. And if you're not into the election, and there are those who are saying that, you don't need to vote because it's all rigged anyway. And, I respect you. And if you do find a certain amount of apprehension about the outcome here, then I would offer this space of not knowing. Any space of not knowing. Just like when you take a test and you're waiting for the outcome, and it could be a physical test. And what's the diagnosis? That space is, for me, a vacuum. It's drawing out of us. What do we long for the answer to be? And in that longing, what do we envision? And so in this space, it isn't about who is in charge or who isn't. It isn't about whether we agree or disagree with the structure that we have. It is an opening for us to envision what is it we're longing for. And I think that we're much stronger when we're each creating experiences that we long for. There are enough people, there is enough space for this to begin to grow. If yours is a drum circle, and yours is a cathedral, and yours is an open natural field, can we each envision, and can we each become empowered to find the space that we feel called to provide, to participate in? So just feel, in this moment, in the waiting, what do you wish was the outcome? And just attune to it. Acknowledge it. And I respect all the outcomes, and I respect all the perspectives that you bring. And may you respect mine. And I would envision that in this space. Palms together, heart high. Lots of quiet today. Be consistent. Be devoted. Feel the light within you. The change from now to the end. That change is in you. Heart high. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. 3 times. Inhale. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, shake it out. Start your playlist. First touch. And come to stand. In your standing, feet wider than hips, sweeping wide. Drop your hands, drop your chin, touch opposite shoulders. In and up. And down. Closing your eyes, take your time. Clear the slate. Clear the expression, clear the breath, clear the plans, the outcomes. Bend your elbows at the top, bend your elbows at the bottom. And now build steadiness. Three, two, one. Hands up. Widen down and experience what's changing. This is you. All that light, all that divinity, this is you. Out the hands, out the feet, step to the top of the mat. Interlace your fingers, step your left foot back, reach your hands up high, bend your right knee. Keep the left heel on the floor. And then the hands down, the breath out, the right knee straightens, slowly in and out. The hips square, the left hip coming forward, the right hip slowly back. And then it quickens, it moves. Good. Hands up high, pause, and your hands to the right. Open the left shoulder, left hip, anchor the left heel. And then upright, hands down, stepping up. Change right foot back. Interlace your fingers. Left knee bends, heart high. And hands down. Inhale up. And down. And it begins to move. And then the hands stay high and a little to the left. Anchor your right heel. Right hip forward, shoulder open, hand high. The whole right side body aligning. And then hands down, stepping up to fold, downward facing dog. Bend of the knees, heels high, arms long, and the knees to the floor. Toes together, hips to heels, child's pose. To rise. Tuck toes, down dog. Hands, knees, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Lift your hips with your hands, inhaling up. And then exhaling down. Out the hands. Inhale, hands, knees.
Exhale, down dog. Inhale, hands, knees. Child. To rise. To fold. Make it yours. Your pace, your depth. Where's it needed? Keep it moving, keep it steady. Rise. We meet in downward facing dog. The knees are soft, the hips are high. Drop your head. Extend down into the base of your thumbs. And then spin your outer shoulders back towards your knees. Extend and open the armpits. Lengthen through the low back. Hips up and high. Navel to spine. Fingers are long. Palms are long, elbows are long, spine is long. To hands and knees. To turn right over onto your back. Take your strap. The strap goes behind your knees. You hold the strap at the outer knees and bending your elbows, draw back on the strap. And pull your thighs towards your body. Then press your heels high, flex your feet, legs long, press into the strap. So your arms are strong and then your legs are strong. And my legs give me a little resistance and my arms give me a little resistance and it is a strong, steady motion. Close your eyes, inhale, heels up, exhale, heels down. Eyes closed. Feel the breath, feel the feet, feel the arms. The body is starting up. Just 3. And 2. And 1. Set your strap aside. And hands to shins. Left leg long, left hand overhead. And then exhale, hand to shin. Inhale, right hand overhead, right leg long. Exhale, hand to shin. We go. Each exhalation, anchoring your navel toward the spine, anchoring the low back toward the floor. And from that stability, the legs and the arms open and close. You may work right here, arms and legs one at a time. Or if you choose, 2 legs out, 45 degrees, arms wide, and then back, hands to shins. Inhaling, opening, exhale, closing. vision is an abstraction, a mental model, a sensation. Bringing that frequency of our vision down through the body, the navel, where it becomes an action, where it can come into being, into reality. It requires the heat and the power at the center of ourselves to take a vision and make it real. So just turn on, activate the center of the body. Let it through. And it can be so simple. The alteration, the changing of our sheets. Is that what we require? Make it personal, make it yours. Maybe it's just to get outside a little bit more. The sunlight, the weather, be exposed, be real, away from the screens. Or settle with a book, or call into a friend, or imagine a new work. All possibilities, large and small, they are instrumental, hands to shins. Left foot down, right knee in. Work there or half happy baby. Heel over knee, right hand to the knee, to the outer ankle, to the outer foot. You choose, bring it down. Change, right foot flat, left knee to chest. Pause, drop the thigh to the body, and then heel over knee, hand behind thigh, or outer knee or outer ankle, outer foot, bring your left knee down. Deepen the breath in the belly, the breath in the chest. The possibility growing. And left foot to the floor. Adding your blocks, a block between your thighs. And the block between the thighs helps to keep the thighs parallel with the hips so that we don't overturn or strain the low back. If you don't want it, don't use it. Arms wide. Setting a second block beside you to the left. This is support if your low back requires. Sorry, hips up, go right, and then knees, feet up. Dropping your knees to the left, we turn, and then inhale up into the center. Exhaling, turning, navel to spine. Inhaling up. And then exhaling over. Stay. So work with the block there or set it aside, finding your turn. Left hand to right thigh, right hand sweeping up and overhead. And then wide and down towards your right hip. Inhale up, open. And widen down. Right arm wide, palm open. Thighs fall to the block. Ribs fall to the floor and the spine turns between them. Center, feet flat, hips square. Block to the right side now if you're using it. Hips up over to the left. Heels and knees rise and drop to the right. Inhaling to the center. Exhaling to the right. Oh. One more. Building muscle, foundation through the front and back body, and then turning to internalize. Stay. Right hand on the left thigh. Left hand up overhead, and then reaching down across the floor. Inhaling up, open. And down. And left arm wide to stay. Soften your inner thighs. Invite the navel to turn left. Drop your left shoulder. Center. Feet flat, set your blocks aside. Stretch pose. So, day 25, make it yours, make it right. Most modified, hands on shins, back to the floor, breathing here. Otherwise, setting yourself up. Lift head and shoulders in a whisper of ha. From the navel, through the body, clearing the way. Keep the breath, but close your mouth, out the nose. Full stretch pose, you release the feet out, the hands out, and keep the breath. Work here or work half, right knee back. Keep the breath, change the legs. Keep the breath, 2 legs out. Now if you need to bend the legs, if you need to hold the outer thighs, these are options, and begin to just build a little bit of heat, a little bit of power, and a little bit of possibility here that you could handle it. You're not here to harm yourself, but you are here to find out what you can do. Five, 4, 3, 2, knees to chest, bringing it in, head and shoulders down, feet down, hands open, legs long, pause and feel the breath into the abdomen. Knees to the chest, hands to the shin, tuck of the chin. Whisper of ha. Close the mouth, out the nose, steady breath. Soften the feet, soften the thighs. Let it become a smaller ball by softening what doesn't need to be working. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, head, shoulders descend, feet flat, palms open, legs long. Widen your arms. Feel how that changes the energy at the center of your body. Knees to the chest, roll it up. So from the navel, we're bringing this powerful sense of self and light higher, hands up, palms face forward. So the navel is strong, activated. Hands wide, draw the shoulders back, the ribs in a little. Find your seat nice and steady. And then hands exactly in between. Fold only the fingers in to the base of the knuckles. Palms open, thumb strong, whisper of ha. Keep the breath, close the mouth, close the eyes.
half the effort from shouting, come to a whisper. If we were speaking with this breath, what would it sound like? Is it gracious and still powerful? Look for a sensation of clearing, that we're clearing out the inner body, we're clearing out the pranic body, the breath body, that there is movement, we're removing stagnation, and in that stagnation we're removing hesitance and reluctance. Find it in the breath. You got 10 seconds. Inhale. Hands up high, hook your thumbs, open your fingertips, and release the breath. Stay tall. Inhale. Heart up, chin in, body long. And release. And one more, breathing in. Pause tall, heart up, chin in, body long, spine tall. Release the thumbs, the chin, the breath, widen down, hands on thighs, and notice. Everything you experience in your senses right now is in you, was in you, resides in you, is you. Feel that change. Let your legs out long, shake out your feet and your knees. Continue. Heels wide. Seated on the edge of your blanket or seated a little further back on your blanket to support the backs of the thighs. I like to come off. If your knees are high, blocks under your knees keep you safe from hyperextension. Hands high. And then on either side of the thigh, fold forward. Inhale, hands up. And fold left. Inhale, hands up, and fold right. This may be your work, or with a little more length, hands a little further toward the heels, still supportive. Working there, or arms beside your ears, fold, and rise. As the hips and hamstring allow, the hands fold, the body parallel to the floor. Eyes closed, settle in. We could move without striving and with great patience. Three, 2, and 1. Hands behind you. Heart forward, heart up. Exhale forward, inhale up. Hands behind to help your chest stay broad. If you're ready, fingertips inside, heart leads. Hinge at the hips. Widen the hands if you have space. Work there. When you're ready, the next step would be hands on shins. Just checking in. Is this appropriate today? Full kriya. First two fingers go in between the big toe and the second toe, and the thumb holds down over the fingernails. And maybe you only do 5 and then go back to hands on shin. Little at a time, you'll build strength. Three, 2, 1. Bring it up tall. Pause. Add your block or your blanket if needed. Legs crossed. Heels are underneath your knees, so the shins are not tucked in but parallel. Hands on thighs. Circle. Circle. Inhale forward, exhale back. Sitting tall. Crown of the head stays steady. Move with ability. Even if it's unfamiliar. Reverse. Move through yourself, not just the parts you know, all of it. 3, 2, 2, upright, and breathing in. 3 more sips. Pause, so full, so tall, heart up, chin in. Release the chin, release the breath. Change the cross of your legs, opposite shin in front. Hands on chins. Inhale forward, exhale back, moving through the navel. So the top of your head stays steady. We're just moving the low spine. One of the places that can hinder us here is the way in which the backs of the hips are sort of holding on to the back of the body. The way the inner thigh may be gripping the inner hip and pelvis. And so how easily can you sit in this seat and still stay tall and directed? Just play with it. Close your eyes. Inhale forward, exhale back. 2, 1. Pause tall. Change from cross-legged to kneeling. A block between your heels, or if kneeling isn't appropriate, hop onto your chair, feet flat, thighs in parallel, forward and back. So if you need a block between your heels, set it up. If you need 2, set it up. If you need none and you want to sit straight on your heels and start to help your pelvis really settle, then even for 30 seconds, trying it without the block. It's a process, it's progress, a little at a time. Do no harm, but test your edge. Eyes closed. In, out. Stay with it, see it through. If it's a new vision, you're going to need some duration. Hold it high. Five, 4, 3, 2, sit tall, 3 sips in, go. Fill the collarbones, heart comes up, chin comes in, stay very tall in the spine. Shoulders soft, face soft, and then the chin up and the breath out, the body free. To stand, heels a little wider than hips. Fingertips come to your shoulders. Turning left, turning right. In left, out right. Elbows rising, elbows rising. They'll want to dip. Just a little at a time. How does that change your abdomen and your stance? Center, hands up high, breathe in, chin up, 3 more sips, go. Pause. Widen down. This is you. As though everything that was compacted, folded, held inside has space, invitation. Fingertips to your shoulders, and again, elbows rise, and inhale, exhale. Some parts of us open and unfold more easily, more familiarly than others. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. Now this may be exactly right, or the elbow is trying to meet above, behind you. Inhale up, exhale down. Moving with equanimity. Noticing that when there's a challenge, we can rise in challenge and respond. One for one, eye for an eye. Or we can note, hey, there's a challenge here. Let me soften around it. Let me listen. I hear you. I may not answer you, but I am listening. I hear you. Show me. Redefining our response to I can't, redefining our response to I don't want to, I don't agree. Find your way. Listen, hands up high. And then down. Inhaling up and down. You are a part of me I do not know yet. That's simple. May your curiosity be powerful. Eyes closed, body steady. Hands overhead, or as your shoulders allow. Be wise, my loves. Take care. Hands high. Inhale. 3 sips. Fill the collarbones. Go. Heart up, chin in. Stay. Be full. Chin up, breath out. Go wide and down. cross-legged seat. As though you are opening the windows and the doors. All the light. And maybe it's allowing light to pour into you. And maybe it's allowing light to pour out of you. Both. Hands to thighs. Left shoulder up, right shoulder down. Right shoulder up, left shoulder down. Inhale left, exhale right. You. Keep the breath reverse. Inhaling right shoulder, exhale left. Both shoulders up, both shoulders down. Pause low, sitting tall, spine free, turn to the left, turn to the right, inhale left, exhale right, keep the movement, reverse the breath, inhaling right, exhale left. Center, to be still. Imagine the spine a column of light all the way up into the base of the skull, through the face, crown of the head. So your frog may be on your back with the strap behind your knees the way we warmed up. Legs straighten, legs bend. Hold that strap, move them there. 54 frogs. If you'd like to do it standing, you can use the blanket if you choose. If it's hard to keep your heels high, that's why I invite the
fold of the blanket, just a little bit of a lift so your heels are higher than the balls of your feet. Turn your toes out, your heels in, your heels connect. Hands may be on blocks or hands may be on the floor. Bending your knees. Walk your heels closer so your heels press together. The heart comes forward. This is breath out. Lift your hips. This is breath in. Exhale down, inhale up. So you can use my count as duration, or you can use your count as your 54. We will meet seated again in the center of the blanket, heart high. 10. So count for yourself, or simply go with my duration, and keep yourself safe. Five. Forty. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set your blocks aside. Heels wide as the mat. Sit right in the middle of your blanket. Heart stays very high. Accomplished. Knees side to side. And when your right knee drops to the center line of the mat, left knee drops wide, right hand high. Out the wrist, out the shoulder, out the elbow, out the chest. Pause here, or reach back to catch the right outer heel and draw the heel towards your hips. Heels wide, left knee drops towards the center, left hand overhead. A circle through the wrist, through the elbow, through the chest, through the shoulder. Left hand wide and back. If you choose, catching the left outer ankle, drawing the heel toward the hip. Draw your left shoulder blade back toward the spine, the left chest broad. To the center. Build your cross-legged seat, sitting tall. That we find, pause your playlist, as we return to this place, a familiarity, a belonging. I am this in the midst of all this energy, all these selves, all this self. Mine. I belong here. I am welcome here. I am fully loved and accepted right here. Ekonkar. The created and the creator are one. Satanama, all things come, exist and pass,
and then return. We trust these cycles. Siri Wahe Guru. Hallelujah. May it be so. Thank you for it all. 3 minutes sitting tall, heart high. Ekongara Satanama Siriwaha Hey Guru. 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 One more. Ekongara Satanama Siriwaha Hey Guru. Be completely still. Feeling the space and the current that you are. All the ways you are moving internally in your physical stillness. Notice. and simply deepen your breathing. All the way in and all the way out, smooth, like a cycle, like a circle, like a season. May we be patient, but may we be alert to what we are longing to call in. May we envision in this quiet space how we want it to go. Envision and then empower. Hands high. Here we are. Palms together. Thumbs to the forehead center. Sat Nam. I am this. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Satnam. May it be so. So as you grow accustomed to that chant, just notice when we finish, there's so much movement. There is a sound current that you are establishing. And through that sound current, the way our words are carried on our sound current, and the words create definition and boundary and structure, we create our future. Our sound current is so powerful. The more familiar we get with this, the more potent it becomes. On Sunday, we will do the 11 minutes again. If at any point between now, Sunday, any other practice, if you are in that current and you want to stay and continue, then chant on. It is a powerful place and a wonderful thing. Until then, I will be back tomorrow at noon. Replay anytime, share it out. And I will see you at 9.